The 49ers, Steiny, I mean this, are the most complete team in the NFL. Now, does that mean you're going to be the winner and raise up the Lombardi Trophy? I don't know, but in my world, you think you'd be pretty damn close. Brock Purdy, he's the guy. He knows how to run his offense, this offense. And if there's another team out there you can say that is complete like the Niners, I'll listen. Now, Miami may have the best offense because McDaniel I like his mind, Tyreek Hill, Waddle, Mostert, and Tua. But I'm talking about on the defensive side of the ball, the Dolphins can't hold the candle, I don't believe, to the Niners. So I've learned in week one, Steiny, short sample size, the 49ers are the most complete team in the NFL, and I don't think I'd get one person that would dispute that. Complete.
I mean, okay, it's one game. Well, no, I could say the Cowboys, right?
Well, offensively, they didn't look as great as they did.
Well, that's because they turned over.
They had the ball, too, but I hear you. They got big tests.
God, it's hard to explain. It just feels like you're really going out of your way to overpraise these Niners.
Well, it's like if we're at a Whitney Houston concert, R&P the Queen, and she's singing her ass off.
Let it be a bill. Let it be like, okay.
I can't.
No, so Whitney Houston just came out and sang. She came out of the opener and sang,
love of all.
It was a great song. Great song. Yeah. You're not ready. You can't say it's the greatest concert of all time
No,
yet.
but I'm standing up clapping.
You have to wait. That's fine.
Yeah.
You have to wait to call it the best concert of all time.
That was pure dominance, what we saw Sunday. And then I'm also
what about TJ Watt?
Last year. Things that I got on my 8.5 by 11.
Yeah.
We'll watch this weekend. But Steiny, I'm not fronting. And I damn sure ain't kissing nobody. Like, kissing ass don't get you anything.
You know what? I think I do know what you're doing, though.
This is your greatest bit, though. Because the way you started saying.
Now, just admit this. Okay. You were the person who introduced me to something I'd never heard before called reverse devil tongue.
Oh, it's the most, and there's double reverse devil tongue.
Okay. And, well, we got one or the other. I'm not sure. But here's what's going on. Clearly, the Cowboys are really good. And clearly, the 49ers are really good. So somewhere in your mind,
oh, I love this.
This reverse devil tongue, you feel like if you over-respect the Niners, if you just praise them, overpraise them, and talk about how great they, then it'll make the victory over them, if that happens, so sweet because you'll be able to say, well, we just beat what I said was the best team in the NFL. And not only that, I was very humble in the days and weeks leading up to it and will be after.
I see you working. But let me tell you why you're off the mark. And Evan can attest to this for me. It's already over for me.
What do you mean?
I know who the better team is between the two. So they've ended the Cowboys season twice. They're coached better. They have a Jedi calling the plays. And when they hook up in week 5, let me tell you, Steiny, the Cowboys need the game more than the Niners need the game because you will continue to you play the rest of the schedule. The Niners are complete. It's real. And if the Niners were the Raiders and they were playing like this, my friend, I'd be telling you this. That's how I live my life, man. You have to give credit where credit is due, and the Niners deserve their flowers. But that's why I'm also a hard ass on Kyle because you're like, Goo, you act like I'm blinded to the ride. No, I'm holding this team to the standard that is so high, they're deserved, and they've tricked off chips. Not chips. 19.
Boy, that's what bothers me.
And two
that's
more visits
so disrespectful to the Kansas City Chiefs. It's unbelievable.
Well, you had the Rams up 10 a couple years ago.
Oh, gosh. If I were a Niner fan, I don't like the way that was
I'm objective,
phrased.
Baby. You called me
tricked off?
Oh, you're up 10.
Come on, Goo.
I know it's Friday. Feel good payday. But you're up 10 in the fourth. Too far-fetched to expect you to close that out with the great Kyle Shanahan and that defense led by Nick Bosa and Fred Warner.
It's too far-fetched to think one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history could get 2 scores in a quarter.
Who was that?
Patrick Mahomes.
No, I'm talking Rams. NFC
okay, well, another Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Oh, he hadn't been up until that. Yeah.
That's to use that. Let's go to Sid in San Bernardino.
Sid.
I'm going to San Bernardino. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Who the hell is that?
Mark Knopfler. Mm-hmm. What's going on, Sid?
Knopfler.
Hey, Sid.
Sid.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It was on mute.
Oh.
Sorry about that. But, hey, San Bernardino, ring-a-ding-ding.
Yes.
What is going on?
You know.
Hey, that's the big homie Mark right there, man. He only said San Bernardino one time through that whole song, though.
That's correct. That's correct. It's about fast food, the song, actually.
But the singer, rap, R&B, country?
Rock, probably.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm low-key an artist. I would love to remix that song for San Bernardino, but we gonna get off that and get it back into this football, man. I just wanted to hit Guru with a quick question about he said that I was about to say San Bernardino, but the Niners are complete.
Yes.
I don't feel we're complete yet because of we have not paid no attention to the right side of our O-line.
Wow, man.
So how are we complete? How are we complete? If we're complete on the left and the right. You know what I'm saying? And all around like a circle. That's when we're complete. And I'm not, boo-booing on like anything that you're saying.
No, I hear you.
Saying, brother, we're not complete, but I do trust in what we're doing. But as far as us going in the Super Bowl window, we definitely need to be, Guru, complete to win.
Oh, that's a great call.
That was a great call. Sid, thank you very much.
Well, I'll say this to that.
Sid,
Let me
the
respond
artist.
For
he
dude,
knew.
Wow, we didn't even ask him what type of artist he was.
Probably a musician because
he had a nice voice.
He got a...
Dude, Sandberg, I want to hear the song. But anyway.
It's a great song.
Okay, part of having a weakness or a problem is identifying it. Right. So I expect Sunday, if McKivitz, one hit could be the only hit that takes Brock Purdy out. Steiny, okay, give me the list of what ails the 49ers or their weakness. Okay, right tackle.
Well, I do. So go ahead.
We're going to see McKivitz get help. But if it's so detrimental to what they're doing, which it wasn't Sunday because they won the game going away, and Watt got 3 sacks when it was all said and done, but there was not any juncture to the caller in that game against Pittsburgh where you're like, oh, McKivitz is getting taken advantage of. The game is we can't operate on offense. It wasn't to that degree. Now, could it get there? We'll watch. And then this team has a problem. But damn, I just believe the fact that you got the right tackle is the one question mark. Outside of that, hit me with another one because a lot of teams, to me, Steiny, got more than just one thing on the to-do list.
Well, I mean, look, if you want to say the 49ers looked like the most complete team in the NFL week 1, I'm not going to argue with you. But if you're going to say the 49ers are a complete team, then I will argue with you because there's so much yet we don't know about this team. Their offensive line, especially the right side. I think we still got to see about the secondary if the front four can't get pressure. But did they look the most complete in week 1? Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. But like Kyle Shanahan would never say this is a complete team right now. He'd say we got a lot to work on. But, I mean, again, the first week was terrific. Okay, here's one thing I learned. I'll give you a. Give
it to me.
I'll give you one thing I want to learn more about this week. I want to learn more about 2 quarterbacks that have been so maligned when they were in the Bay Area. Derek Carr and Jimmy Garoppolo. They both won in week 1. 2 quarterbacks that were in the Bay.
New homes.
Carr's been criticized when he was a Raider. God knows Jimmy's been criticized. I want to see if those guys can put together years and get into the postseason.
I love that.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. I'd love to see Garoppolo get the Raiders into the postseason. And if Derek Carr can get the Saints in, dynamite.
You said something the other day about Jimmy, and I agreed, and I said it after we heard his soundbite when he was kind of questioning Kyle. It's a lot of weird stuff over there, right? That's my Jimmy. Steiny, don't you feel? I know it's one game, and I watched every play. He's playing free. I'm not telling you he's not Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm not telling you he's not going to mess up or throw a bonehead pick, but there is something to a guy if he felt like he was in shackles, and I'm watching him talk to McDaniel even after maybe a bad play in Denver. I'm like, we may see the best Jimmy Garoppolo yet. And to your Derek Carr point, it's just a shame he broke his leg. What was it, 16 when they lost to the Texans and they had a great year? I'm eager to see if a new locale can do them so good. But if somehow the Saints are 2-0 and the Raiders beat Buffalo, could you imagine?
Here's where, and I'm
rooting for both of those guys. I think a lot of people, just like Dion.
Yeah, we're not disagreeing. We're just phrasing it differently. I don't think anybody's playing a certain, one game. There's only been one game. So, I don't think you can judge, like you said, Jimmy Garoppolo's playing free.
Well, if he didn't
one game,
if I don't,
but it's one game.
Okay,
let's watch 3 or 4 first.
If Jimmy didn't, this
that's
how
all
words
I'm
are
saying.
important. You are right. If Jimmy doesn't like Kyle, just give me that. Let's just say he don't like playing for Kyle. Nobody knows it. That's your boss, basically. And Jimmy's in a new job and has a new boss. He likes his job better.
Probably.
Okay. And I think with that mindset, maybe you might get better performance.
I also think there's a chance you get worse. Honestly.
But week 1 was good. We would chalk that up for Jimmy Garoppolo. Win on the road, division game. So far, so good.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I mean, I guess, they weren't complete wins, but does it matter if you're the Raiders or Saints? What else you got on your list? Anything?
Yeah, this one, help me, Steiny.
Okay.
There were 3 bust-out teams last year that all lost in week 1. I know it's 1 week.
The 3 AFC teams?
NFC.
Okay.
The Vikings, Giants, and Seattle. Seattle lost at home to a Ram team that didn't have Cooper Kupp. That was shocking. Giants just obliterated. Didn't score a point at home. Sunday Night Football. And Minnesota now 0-2, but I do feel like they got some life to the way that game ended. I'm eager to see, is there going to be another version of these 3 teams in the NFC that can make the playoffs? And we do see a cycle in sports to where, next up. But I'm wondering,
like the Lions.
It's early. Exactly. It could be Detroit.
Packers.
Could it be the Rams? I think it's going to be a Rams ass kicking, but I'm watching these 3 teams that made the playoffs last year. And now Minnesota's already tallied one on the, they're 0-2 now. So we'll see what the Giants and Seattle do this week.
No, that's interesting because even though those teams made the playoffs, they're certainly not juggernauts.